Google has just released Stitch. Google Stitch is an AI powered design assistant which was showcased at Google's recent I/O 2025 conference. This tool enables developers to generate high quality user interfaces for mobile and web applications using simple text prompts or even images. This is Fahaz Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. In this video we are going to play around with this new Stitch tool. It is still in beta and comes in two flavors, standard mode and experimental mode. The standard mode uses Gemini 2.5 Flash, which is a day-to-day model for a speedy prototype, and experimental model goes deep into this and uses Gemini 2.5 Pro, and you can also use an image with it. Now, before we start playing around with this tool, let's talk a bit more about this. This tool, as I said, is powered by Google's DeepMind Gemini 2.5 Pro and Flash models. It produces HTML and cascading style sheet markup for generated design and allows the user to export directly to Figma or access the front-end code for further refinement in IDE. While more limited than some comprehensive vibe coding platforms, Stitch focuses on making initial UI design iterations accessible and approachable with upcoming features including screenshot-based design modification and few others. I believe that this is one of the best examples of vibe coding being done at its best at the moment, and this is going to improve a lot. So let's start by one of end-to-end example and then we will see how exactly it works. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to build a maybe recipe sharing app, and I have just logged in at stitch.with google.com and I will drop the link in video's description. It's a free account. I haven't really put in my credit card or anything like that. I'm just logged in with my free Google Gmail account. So I have just given it this text prompt that a social recipe sharing app for home cooks to discover, save and share family recipes with a warm and inviting community feel. And I just want to build it for, let's say, for mobile. Or maybe because we are using web, so let's go with the web so that we could, if possible, just play around with it here. Okay, so let's click on generate design. I'm just going to go with the standard mode at the moment. So it is just creating the prototype. This is my prompt, and then to design a comprehensive recipe sharing app. It is talking about home feed and all that stuff. Now this is a good thing about this, that it has already started giving us idea. Now we can maybe set the vibe here. So in the text box I am saying, make this app feel cozy and rustic with warm earthy tones, handwritten style fonts for headings and a welcoming family kitchen atmosphere. So I just gave it this. Let's wait for it. And it is saying that, can you please confirm if you'd like to proceed with designing the screens I previously listed for recipe sharing up. Once confirmed, I can generate design for each screen. So I'll just say, yes, please go ahead, I confirm. And try to be as elaborate as possible with these vibe coding tools. So it is taking a bit of a time. I'm just showing you in real time. There you go. Let's wait for it. So it is generating all of these screens, which it mentioned in the first reply around home feed, recipe detail, user profile, and all that stuff. And remember, all it is doing, it is creating the user interface. So I think that Google is positioning it a real good entry point into the vibe coding. Anyway, I will let it run, and then once it shows me, I will show you. Meanwhile, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. And Stitch has come back with a response. On the left hand side, it has given us a detail of what it has created on the right. So if you look at here, this is a home page for our recipe. It is very grounded. It is right according to what we asked it to create. These are the profile ones. You see, this is a user profile which I just showed you with sample data. How good is that? I just clicked on it and it is showing me that what is a code, and I could just copy it for Figma. And this is the whole code which you can check out behind the scene, and look at the code it has generated. And if I just scroll to the right, this is the recipe share app, and these are the notification. It is actually quite good. Now let me make some changes into it. So let me give it some of the feedback which I written. So I'm asking it that these designs look great. Let me make few specific refinements to enhance the user experience. And then I'm going screen by screen. That on the home feed, add a floating action button in the bottom right corner with a plus icon for quick recipe creation. So somewhere here. So let's see what it does. So what I'm trying to do, I am being very specific here as what I want to change and where. I'm focusing on incremental improvements. Plus I'm using proper UI terminology. So this is where I always say that developer job is not gone. It is an enabler, and you just have to lift your game. If you know what you are doing already, I think this is going to be a huge optimization and enablement in your full stack development, especially the front end. And then I'm also trying to reference established color scheme. As you can see, it is changed. I'm very clear and concise. Let's see if it has enhanced the functionality or not. There you go. So this is a floating button, as you can see. So this is really cool. And then I'll just go here. So it has done wonderfully well. Really good stuff. Very impressive. And then you can ask it further questions, and I'll just say I want to review other parts now. Let's wait for it. Takes a bit of a time, but I think it's really amazing already. And it is asking me to what exactly I want, and I can just keep going with it. Now let me go back. Let's try the experimental mode, and then maybe we'll go with the mobile app this time. So you just have to click on the top left arrow to go back. Let's select the mobile, and from here I'm just going to give it this prompt and change the experimental mode. And this time I'm asking it to build me an augmented reality powered app for urban beekeepers to monitor hive health, track bee flight patterns, and connect with local honey enthusiasts. The app should feel like a blend of scientific precision and natural organic beauty. Let's see how it goes about it. And there you go. So Stitch has come back, and it is asking me, okay, this is I'm going to build like hive overview, AR hive scanner, and all this stuff, which is very grounded and right according to my stuff. So I'm just sorry, I think my laptop just okay. Now instead of asking it to dive into it right away, all I'm going to do, I'm just going to say that okay, this is all good, but let me give it like yes, let's proceed, but with some of the modifications. So this is what I'm asking it to do, that they capture the concept perfectly. Let me refine the design direction to bring out the scientific precision. Now the interesting bit is that it is using Gemini 2.5 Pro behind the scene, and I have generated this prompt from Gemini 2.5 Pro. So hopefully it will just optimize it to the next level. And remember, this is a mobile app. So let's see how it goes about. And if you don't know what vibe coding is, in very simple words, it is sort of a software development technique where a non-coder can build applications interactively, creatively, and in this enjoyable fashion, where instead of just going through learning the coding programming languages, all you need to do is to learn how to prompt a model in a proper way, so that it would just generate these sort of interfaces from text prompts. You still have to be very much aware of programming terminologies, by the way. As I said, look at this, you would have to know that what exactly is typography, fonts, dashboards, all the UI elements. Okay, and there you go. So it has generated a very, very proper application. Interface could be improved, but I think still, look at these key metrics, look at these trackers and different designs here. And of course you can start tinkering with it, and then it's all up to your imagination from here. For instance, you can ask it to improve it further by just doing that. This looks good, but now let's move to the AR Hive scanner screen. For the AR interface, create a camera view finder layout with translucent overlay element, and then add different UI elements, as you can see here. And it has generated something like that, which is translucent, and of course we can improve it. So look, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed it, and now you have a fair idea how you can build your own stuff with this new Stitch tool. But you have to remember one thing, that this is not a full replacement for established design platforms like Adobe or Figma, and there are heaps of others. It is just a starting point for design thinking and software building, rather than a full replacement. So it is an enabler. It is not replacing any human or any existing tool, which is, I think, a real empowerment. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.